Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the first anniversary stage of the 10th Anni anniversary battle event, the revamp of the previous anniversary battle event. In this event, basically, they've revamped all the stages and changed them. They drop better orbs now. What we're going to do is we have 4 main missions. You have to clear the stage without an item, clear the stage with 6 characters of accelerated battle, and clear the stage with 6 characters of fusion. Now, clearing the stage with 6 characters that are both accelerated battle and fusion is actually very difficult. The roster is incredibly small. In fact, when I looked, there was only like 3 or 4 characters. So it's almost not even, it's not even enough to run a full team, at least what I have. So I've broken it up into 2 sections. The first section of the video will be a little bit longer, featuring the accelerated battle mission and talking about the bosses and the strategies. And then I will obviously chapter it, hopefully, and put bookmarks in the description. The second part of the video will just be basically the team build for the fusion challenge. Both team builds will finish with no items, so you could use either to complete that mission. It's very important to note that the no item only includes support items. It does not mean support memories. So you can use support memories to beat the event and give yourself an advantage without hindering or removing progress in that mission. So we have 2 fights. There's 2 fights in the stage. It's not 2 phases, there's 2 fights. Your first fight is against Janemba. Janemba has 30 million health, 250k attack, 150 defense. He's immune to attack and defense, down, stunning, sealing, etc. And he also greatly lowers your defense on his super attack, which isn't great. His super attack is 600 or so, give or take, with some change in terms of damage. His big thing is he's got a 5% evasion. He nullifies Ki Blast supers, which is something very important when you're building your team, and that's something we're going to talk about. Attacking goes up and defense goes up each turn by 10%, and he has increased damage reduction if there's a character called Super Gogeta present. This doesn't include characters that are Super Saiyan Gogeta or start out as Gogeta or anything like that. It's only if the character literally becomes Super Gogeta. So let's talk a little bit about team considerations for Janemba, because then we'll talk about obviously Gogeta when we get to Gogeta. For Janemba, the big thing is that you obviously need to avoid key-based supers. So what that means is when you look at your character and you look at their super attack, if you go to details, you'll see a little kind of Kamehameha icon next to the attack. If that shows, then you don't want to use that character, because nullification of Ki Blast supers means that Janemba won't take any damage. And it's not a chance-based thing, he just can't take damage. So because of that, you want to avoid those characters. If the character has no icon next to their attack, or a little fist, or a little sword, then that character is good to go. So that's the first consideration. You can see here, Goku, great example. You don't really want to roll with that. For our team, what we did was I went with like a GT Heroes Fused Fighter style team. Originally, I'll be honest with you, I thought the mission said Fused Fighters, not Fusion. So I actually built the team to try and beat it all in one run. And then I realized afterwards, no, it's Fused Fighters, not Fusion. So I was like, okay, I need to adjust. For my team, I went with a Power Beyond Super Saiyan Cross team, featuring the Blue Boys, featuring the Strength Goku and Vegeta, the Physical LR SS4s, and just in general a pretty solid team. We have Kefla here. Kefla works pretty well. And obviously all of this is in service of us taking a Friend Tech LR Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta Angel as our friend lead. So all very, very important. Gogeta is a little bit different. So Gogeta hits harder, 750k super comparative to 300k. But where Gogeta's big thing is, if he falls below a certain threshold of health, so if his health drops below 50 to 100%, then he can fire multiple supers, and also he can crit. So he gets a crit rate increase, so he can start critting when he falls below 50% health. He also gains additional damage reduction if a Super Janemba character is present. So if you're building your team, consider not bringing Super Janemba. It's just not something you want to do. Obviously Gogeta is strength type, but other than that, he lowers your attack and defense on his super, and that kind of covers pretty much it. All in all, it's actually not too bad a time, as long as you can take him out quickly. We're also very fortunate that the Super Saiyan 3 Goku the Super Saiyan 2 Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta combo unit, manages to really get things done. So yeah, all in all, the team build works, I would say, pretty well. Obviously, Tech Vegeta, we float, and we combine the strength Goku and Vegeta with the tech friend. Then we obviously have the physical LR boys, which is great. We have Kefla, who can just kind of float around and do her thing. Then we also have the blue boys, and then, of course, rounding everything out, we have a pretty strong, pretty basic, simple team. So I think obviously it's quite LR heavy, but it is there to achieve no item runs. The blue boys are fine as a first start tag. Tech Vegeta, you want to float. The Tech Goku and Vegeta, you want to keep on rotation, even against Janemba, it's fine. And the physical boys I just kept alongside the Tech, because why not? Of course, now we have to complete the fusion mission. So if you go now, you can see the team has changed slightly. This is a fusion orientated team. Probably a lot easier if you have just the Tech LR Gotenks, but I wanted to make a team that didn't use him and also used some older units. We have here Strength Gogeta, we have AGL Super Gogeta, we have Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Int Super Saiyan 3, Int Gotenks, that turns into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Then we also have the physical LR, so we have the physical LR Goku and Vegeta, and just in general. Oh, and the AGL Gotenks time limit support. So a bit of a different team build. I wanted to try and do something with fusion that didn't use the Tech LR Goku and Vegeta, didn't use the Tech Goku and Vegeta Angel, didn't use the Tech Gotenks. I wanted to try and refrain from building a team using some of those really commonly used units, or some of the leaders, I would say, of the category, like the big hitters, the big wigs. And this team does more than fine. Realistically, what I did was I had AGL Gogeta on rotation alongside the Strength Gogeta, which is just a fun combo to run. Obviously a little bit hazardous because AGL Gogeta, you're relying on the dodge, but it was still fine. And then we had the Tech Gotenks, SS3 and the Int Gotenks doing their thing. The rest just kind of floated and did whatever. Obviously it's entirely up to you how you build, but fusion was more than fine to get to no item run, at least I felt, so it wasn't too difficult. It was a lot of fun to run the team. Like I'll say, it was really a lot of fun to run like these units, to try and run this team. It was really cool, it was interesting, but yeah, what I would say is overall it was a decent team build. You can definitely do better, but I like to leave options on the table. I think fusion could definitely be improved. Even accelerated battle, if you've got AGL SS3 Goku or physical SS2 Goku, those EZA, physical SS2 Goku's EZA is very strong. AGL SS3 Goku is a great lead and really strong himself. So there's a lot of options I've left off the table, but I wanted to build teams that were a little bit stranger. To just kind of have a little bit more of a variety and a little bit of a different grounding for the teams. And also trying to use some units that are on the current banners as well. Just mixing things up, not just throwing Tech Gotenks in and having them win the fight, basically. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's all the missions done for the first anniversary stage. We'll take a look at the second one in another video. But that is pretty much it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time. Bye.